How to wholesale real estate. Wholesale real estate is a great way to break into this world. Among all other potential industries, there's a chance you are not much aware of real estate and how vital the real estate industry is. Well, it functions pretty much like an investor and is equivalent to owning stocks and bonds. The only difference is that the real estate industry requires a little bit more effort because it involves dealing with paperwork, down payments, financing, and some other proceedings. If you are looking to get your feet wet in this world and are prepared to put in the time and effort, plus ready to take some risk in exchange for perhaps significant gains, wholesaling real estate can be an excellent opportunity. Also, if you like keeping yourself up to date with market trends and reading blogs on real estate, it's your call to jump into the real estate market right now. Stay tuned until the end to get every detail related to the wholesale real estate industry and how you can be a part of it. First off, let's start with understanding what exactly wholesaling is in real estate. But before you learn what exactly wholesaling is in real estate, pay attention to the big red subscription button. As soon as you click it, you will be taken to the wealthy side, the life you deserve, where you'll find hundreds of videos. These videos contain the answers to almost any question you may have. There are also daily updates, so if you want to stay tuned, remember to turn on notifications. Wholesaling real estate is highly different from any other business. You don't need a heavy cash flow to start in this industry. All you need is good communication skills to win people's trust. Wholesaling real estate is a short-term money-making strategy. In this, you first have to find a party willing to sell their property at a discounted market price. Then, you have to go to sign a contract with them. After this, your task is to find a buyer who will buy the property at a price higher than the amount agreed by the seller. You will make a profit, which is the difference in price paid by the buyer. Wholesaling real estate is a wonderful method to get started in the real estate industry for individuals who have a good understanding of people, a love for marketing, and a little bit of patience. It does so without taking on the significant risk that comes with a conventional real estate investing plan. Well, if the concept of wholesaling real estate still sounds complicated to you, we'll make it simple with the help of an example. Let's imagine a homeowner who owns a house which is distressed and isn't thinking about selling it. Although there is a chance that the owner may lack the funds to make repairs, he nevertheless chooses to reside there since he believes he will never be able to sell it for a fair price. A wholesaler learns about the problem and makes a deal with the homeowner. Both of them make a contract of $60,000. After this, the wholesaler looks for people and finds a buyer who offers $70,000 for the property. He then confirms the deal with the buyer and makes a profit of $10,000 just by searching for a profitable buyer for the property. Now, let's discuss how you can get started with wholesaling real estate. Well, for those with excellent negotiation and networking skills, entering the real estate industry through wholesale real estate might be beneficial. Even though different causes can lead to different wholesaling tactics, it's best to keep things straightforward by examining some of the specific measures required for beginners to succeed when wholesaling real estate. Research before getting started. If you enter the real estate market without doing your research, you will lose money, just as in other investments like the stock market. A new wholesaler is drawn by the idea of making money, which leads to enormous losses. You must be aware of your area and learn about the property rates. Observe the types of properties in your area and build communication with the people around you. This will give you an idea of how many people are willing to buy a property and how many people are looking for sellers. This communication will help in building a trust level. You cannot be a good wholesaler without understanding repair value, comps, and other real estate-related factors. Wholesalers can make a good deal if they already know the property's price. A good deal will result in a healthy profit. Understanding rehab costs can prevent expensive errors and guarantee that negotiations proceed to the benefit of sellers, distributors, and end consumers. Wholesalers with a better understanding of the ARV stay one step ahead of the competition by evaluating a property's renovation needs. The top wholesalers understand how to gain properties at a discount and assign the real estate contract at a price high enough to generate profit, but not so high as to prevent the final buyer from adding contingencies. Buyers will only be interested in working with you if you provide them with the solution to all their problems. Build your network. Before jumping into the real estate market, it's good for you to look for motivated sellers and buyers and compile a list. Your major task is to be a middleman in the deal between the buyer and the seller. Building a community will not only make people trust you, but it will also make you list out the honest persons. You will also be able to monitor the wealthy class to make good deals with them in the future. Now, the real question is, where will you build your network? You can do it easily by joining the community, attending every party in your area, or a real estate event. Such events will teach tips and tricks and give you a golden chance to build your network. Another way to build a network is through social media, the most popular means of communication nowadays. You can inform people about your services through social media posts, ads, texts, and emails. It will also grow your business. Bandit signs, which disseminate your contact details across a specific area, are another effective strategy for building a network. Always remember that it is your best advantage to know about your seller before you ever locate a bargain. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload such informative and educational videos. Let's continue. Locate a distressed property. Finding a distressed property is just as much crucial as building a network. When a wholesaler is looking for a building, his goal is to find a distressed one rather than a furnished one. The reason is that such buildings can be sold by keeping the profit margin and can be purchased at a lower price too. The owners of such buildings also find it attractive to get rid of them by selling them. For instance, homeowners in danger of losing their homes to foreclosure could be willing to accept a lower asking price because they lack the time or money to promote the property effectively. Inherited property is another excellent target for a wholesaler. The owners of such houses rarely live where the property is located. Some cash is enough to convince them to get rid of an unwanted home. A good deal can earn you a great profit, as the owners are not well aware of the current prices of the respective state. Additionally, inherited property may be transferred without any mortgage debt attached. Now again, the real question is how you will locate a distressed property. By joining real estate networking groups, you can do it. You also need to keep an eye on the people who have died, their family members who are looking to sell their property, the divorced houses, and the people leaving the state in an emergency. You will be able to identify distressed houses with a bit of research and then get in touch with the owner to explain how you might be able to use a cash transaction to help the homeowner out of their difficult situation. Determine ARV and MAO. Now that you have found a buyer and a seller, the next step is to determine ARV and MAO. A wholesaler needs to make sure about the profit he is getting before enclosing the deal. The two financial terms to get the task done are ARV, or after repair value, which is the house's amount after the repair. To calculate this, a wholesaler must correctly calculate the repair cost. MAO, or maximum allowable offer, is a real estate wholesaler's most extensive offer to a distressed seller while still making a profit. After determining both of the calculations, a wholesaler gets the idea of the profit he will make over a deal. Close the deal and get paid. After agreeing to deal with the buyer and seller with the calculated margin, nothing is left other than closing the deal. The buyer and seller come to the wholesaler's office to get the deal done or finalize it. The buyer purchase funds are received from the buyer in the form of cash, and the title is transferred to the buyer or the buyer's S-Corp or LLC. The buyer and seller cover the closing charges as stipulated in the purchase contract. In this way, the buyer becomes the new property owner and the wholesaler gets its decided profit, also known as the commission, made by both parties. As we all know that everything has its benefits and consequences alongside, knowing them can be great if you want to do anything without the fear of losing. So first, let's discuss the benefits of real estate wholesaling. Learn about the dynamics of real estate. In wholesaling, you may learn about marketing, bargaining, planning, and obtaining the necessary legal papers with the correct training and education. A wholesale contract, in a way, combines many elements of different real estate transaction types you could come across throughout your investment career. After participating in a few wholesale transactions, you will be familiar with both good and bad offers. Faster closing. You don't have to wait for so long to get your profit in your hands. You can even earn profit just by sitting at your office and working like a bridge between a buyer and a seller. Sometimes, a wholesaler gets a commission even before the deal is done. So, wholesaling in real estate is a golden opportunity for making money faster. No cash is required. The most significant advantage of being in the wholesaling real estate industry is that you don't need to have a specific investment in your pocket before breaking in. This is because you don't have to purchase the house yourself. You are just a middleman who will get a commission after the deal is done. A step-by-step procedure to follow, an expert mentor to learn from, and a group of like-minded experts to hold you accountable are all it takes to make a successful career in wholesale real estate. Well, with every bright side, there's a dark side too. Let's have a look at the cons of wholesale real estate. Increasing prices. Due to the price hike, the demand has increased as compared to the supply. The inflation in the whole of real estate has made it difficult for the wholesalers to buy profit below the market rate. Consequently, the profit ratio of wholesalers has decreased because of high prices. Unrealistic expectations. Keep in mind that nothing is achievable without struggle and consistency. Most beginners enter wholesale real estate with expectations of enormous profit margins and a luxury lifestyle. After getting disappointed in the beginning stages, they leave the industry. In real estate, success comes with hard work. So, it is crucial that you set realistic expectations to succeed in the world of real estate. Did you enjoy the video? Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment.